Hello everyone, welcome to video 23 of my Claude series. Today we are going to discuss about long context prompting. Recently I gave Claude a 90-page document and asked it to find a particular clause which was at middle of the document. So it has missed when I have given my prompt on top of the document and then pasted the document. After that, what I did is I didn't change any model, I didn't do anything else. I only pasted the document first, fed the content first and then asked the question. This time it was able to find. So these are some of the tricks which I use while doing long context search. I have shown everything in this video, so without wasting time, let's get started. Now we are going to discuss about a pattern where we have to put the document first and then the query in case of long document because of context problem. So first we have to write the document and then the query. Here as we have shown in the example, first the document is there and then the query is there. But before we have first the query and then the document. This is the wrong order. Now moving to pattern 2. Pattern 2 is quote before you answer. So here we ask Claude to quote the relevant passages before it answers. We quote the relevant sentences, this quote tags, and then answer using only what was quoted. So this is an example of the document and we write the prompt as before answering, find and quote the exact sentences in document so that it address termination conditions inside the quote tags. Then answer using only what you quoted inside answer tag. So question is what are the termination condition in the contract and it will give the correct answer. I will show that in the demo. Why this matters is because forcing a quote step make Claude actually locate the passage instead of pattern matching from general knowledge and give you a way to verify the answer yourself. Now moving to pattern 3, here we will be seeing how to specify multi-document IDs. So we tag each document with an ID and a type so citation stay traceable. What we do is we tag each document with an ID and a type, quote the relevant passages from each by ID, answer using only those quotes. So the document ID equal to 1 is document 1 and document ID equal to 2 is this, document ID equal to 3 is this. Now I ask Claude to compare all three documents, quote the specific passage from each document, inference by IDs that's relevant to the termination question, then answer using those quotes. Why this matters is the same ID tagging discipline from the XML tags video which I shown you guys before becomes essential when comparing multiple long documents in one context. Now we are going to see some examples. So first is for document first query last, we are going to ask what are the termination conditions in this contract and I am going to ask Claude that. So it says that termination Claude is likely require 36 days written notice. I don't have a specific figure pinned down from the document because here I have done query first. But if I would have done document first and asked Claude that, it would have found the stuff at 14.3 place 47. So this is the example of the document first and query last. Now moving to quote before you answer. Here no quote required when I don't provide any quote and ask Claude. That time it says that termination permissions in agreement like this are typically triggered by an unqueued branch or mutual agreement generally requiring around 30 days notice. But if I give quote and then ask, it first gives me the quote that either party may terminate this agreement and all those stuff and then gives me the answer from this quote. Now moving to multi-document IDs. So first see that with tag document, if I ask Claude compare all three documents for current termination conditions and it checks document 1, document 2, document 3 what are the termination conditions and give me the answer that 10 days notice applies in document 2 confirmed by document 3. here it is ID tagged, but without ID tag if I ask Claude, it will give me the answer but not what it has found in which document. Now moving to practical limits, right? So we trust the window size and then ask like, does the amendment's termination clause apply if the breach happened before the amendment was signed, and ask Claude the question. So it gives me yes, the amendment's termination clause applied retroactively to that breach. But if I click on trust and verify, and if I use this kind of prompt and then ask Claude, so it basically tells me that my single call answer wasn't confidently grounded in a specific clause. So I fell back to chaining, summarize the original contract and the amendment independently, then compare dates before answering, and verified answer is no, because the amendment signing data is after the breach date of the email thread, so the original 30-day clause governs. Trust and verify caught the miss before it reaches you. So it tries to first trust and then verify.